Today's episode is brought to you by Calm. Calm is here to help you relax. Also, today we're brought to you by Honey. Honey is here to save you money. Boy, we are all about the good vibes today. I don't know why I went today. That's what I decided to today. Anyway, let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, it's time for Gags and Crendor.
Gags and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4 hour recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's Gags and Crendor in the morning.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Gags and Crendor in the morning.
Hey, guess what?
What?
This is the 300th episode.
I'm aware. 300.
300.
It's hard to believe we've been doing something this consistently for so long.
Well, we haven't. It took a hiatus for a while.
You're right. We could be at episode 600 for real.
That's true. We probably, we'd be way up there by now.
Yeah, but like, even that is still pretty consistent for me.
That's true.
Like,
That's
even taking a giant break, still pretty consistent.
I think I think we hit episode 200. Let's see, it's about 2 years ago. Makes sense.
I mean, it does with once a week, 50-some weeks. Yeah, checks out. Checks out.
Let's check out. Man, and not much has changed except we've gotten older, and that's about it.
Yeah, one pandemic later, we're just a little bit more bitter and old. But yeah, I know, still hanging in there.
I think even without the pandemic, I would have been more bitter and old.
It sped things along, I feel.
Yeah. It's still crazy to like go back and listen to like old episodes. Like, I feel like I'm a different person. I've said it before, but now it's a good time to bring it up again because we're on the 300. But like going back, even my old videos and everything, I'm like, hello everyone. I talk like a 1940s person now and doing the dirty race.
I don't think that's changed. I think that's still you. Hello everyone, it is me, the Crendor.
Well, back then I did it as like a, back then I did it as like a person, like, I'm like, this is what I have to do to be entertaining. I'm like, all right. And I also was extremely inexperienced in social situations and awkward and weird.
Again, I still don't think much has changed. I feel like it's the exact same.
Well, it's definitely changed because back then I wouldn't even have been able to like go to CoxCon and like sit in front of like 1,000 people.
I mean,
like,
you're right.
I would have freaked out. And I think just being thrown into the fire essentially just kind of fixed it. And then, that and the health problems, it just wears you down. And then you go from like, hello everyone to like, hello everyone to like, hey, what's up?
I don't know if that's better.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying that's the progression of what happened.
Hey everyone, hi, it's me, Crendor.
What's going on? Usually what would happen though in the older things is that I would like start out like that and then slowly over the video or the pod I'd kind of get back to like this, because this is like right now we're at like standard Crendor, right?
I mean, I'm waiting for the rest. Well, yeah.
I don't know. And then
right now I'm at standard Crendor and
that's it.
Okay, standard Crendor. Well, for our 300th episode, I've brought 2 games to play.
Games?
And by games, I mean a look back at our lives. And both games are named the same things.
All right.
They are, I don't remember that. Did we say that?
All right. I think we did play that on episode 200. So
we're doing it again, baby. All right. Here we go. This is famous Gags and Crendor quotes from 300 episodes.
All
right, here we go. I don't know who said these things. I'm going to just assume it was all you.
All right.
It's like barbecue sauce for the soul.
That's got to be a you quote.
That has to be a you quote. I can't. Why would I say that? What would we have been talking about?
Barbecue sauce for the soul. That sounds like something you would say.
All right, I'll take it.
I mean, what's the answer? We have to wait.
I don't think there is an answer. These are just quotes.
What?
All right, here we go. This, I think, this one is the United Nations is a lie. I don't know who said that or when we said that.
Yeah, I'm not. I actually have no idea.
Are you sure that you weren't listening to like? I don't know. I don't know who you were listening to. Alex Jones? Like who was?
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
United Nations, they're coming for you. They're going to take you down. All right.
I feel like this is a Crendor quote. It's the exact same level of stupid, but it's like refined stupid.
That does sound kind of like something I'd say. I'd agree.
It does.
But then again,
this
you could be saying, I don't know. Actually, you know what? It might be you.
it could be me. This next one is 100% you. If we go into lockdown, I'm carbing up all day. That's you, 100%.
Would I say that? I don't know if I'd say that.
I've never used the word carbing up. That phrase, I've never said that ever.
Yeah, but why would I carb up?
I carb up all the time, daily.
I guess
so.
if
That's
I'm
not
bulking
something I would do.
Yeah, that's true. I probably did say that.
The next one is definitely me. Titty War 5000 sounds like a great game. Where can I download that?
that's definitely you.
Titty War 5000, I still think I should download that. Who would have thought the answer was drugs? That is a Crendor quote.
That's probably a me quote.
I feel like whatever the case may have been, something was a story about drugs, and that's a very Crendor quote. This one, I don't know who said this, but whoever said this is on my wavelength. Penis man isn't a man, he's an idea. I have no idea what any of this stuff is in reference to. This is I've mentioned it before. I'll say it again. When I do this podcast, I go into a fugue state and I say things and don't know what I'm saying, and then at the end I go back and we edit it together and I'm like, oh, I said that? Okay. This one I feel like is you, because it seems like you were defending GameCube when I said GameCube kids are weird. This one's pretty good. I used to bring my GameCube to my friend's house. It was easily transportable because it was a cube.
That is definitely me. I didn't know that because I did do that.
Because it's a cube. It's easily transportable. Once you're at a dance, doesn't matter who you brung. Or doesn't matter who brung ya. Either way, that sounds like a Jesse quote. I've never heard you use the word brung ya, so that sounds like something that would have come out of my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But this next one, I'm going to spit in your Denny's Grand Slam, is 100% you.
That's 100% me, yep.
I want to point... Oh, this one's new. I know this one because we just did the animation on it. What's the point of being married if you can't get your wife to drill your back? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did do the animation.
I mean, that's definitely me.
Yeah, no doubter.
Who knows? I might take a nap. It could get crazy. That could be either of us.
No, I don't take naps.
At this point in life, oh, well, then that's definitely me.
Yeah, that's definitely you.
This one is you. He definitely does bone rituals, dude. That's you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think I remember saying that. That wasn't that long ago. I remember that.
And then the last one is, don't worry, that Munster cheese melts. That's you, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Don't worry, that Munster cheese melts.
I found a couple of really old ones. All right.
That was sent to us by Aaron on Twitter.
Thanks, Aaron. All right, do you want to hear some real old ones?
Real old ones? Yes.
All right. Why are you friend zoning me, Swiss Miss?
I mean, that's a great question. To this day, the Swiss Miss is over there just She won't let me in. I keep trying. I keep asking her out, and she's like, I only make a hot cocoa.
Here's the thing. I said that.
Oh, wow.
That was in 2013. I legit don't even remember that. Like, if you told me that, I would have been like, wait, what?
That sounds like a
There's
Jesse
no way.
quote. That sounds.
It does.
If anything, you've rubbed off on me, I guess.
Maybe. But then, here's the thing. Here's another quote. Every morning I get up and I say to myself, why are you so smart?
Well, I mean, that could be either of us.
Well, it was a Crendor 2013 quote.
Why are all these Crendor 2013 quotes?
Here's the thing.
You were at your peak in 2013, I think.
Maybe I was, because now I wake up and I'm like, here we go again. Yep, here we go. Or I wake up and say, like, God, I hope nothing hurts today. Like, I feel the thing was, like, back in 2013, I definitely had, like, some narcissistic tendencies. And those have gone out the window now. I still have, like, self-confidence, but no more narcissism at all.
I will say there was a time period, I don't know, 2014, after my first big YouTube breakup. I was in whatever. I'm too cool.
Yeah.
I was definitely in that space. Yeah, I felt that.
Every, like, YouTuber streamer has that. At least for, like, a year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was, like, really feeling myself. I'm sure the podcast reflects that.
Yeah.
All it took was the world beating me down enough to bring me back down to earth. And now here I am.
Yep. And that is life.
Yeah. I got to the top of the mountain and then rolled down the other side.
I did too, and I broke some bones and had a gallbladder removed along the way.
Tripped and fell and rolled on down.
Here's a good one. I almost believed that something existed until I started reading about it.
Oh, that sounds like a Crendor, for sure.
That is a Jesse 2013.
What? We reversed. At somewhere, our polarities reversed. I don't know when this happened, but we flipped.
I knew a Trig Jegman once. That guy was an asshole.
That sounds like me, for sure.
That was a me in 2013.
What? What is happening? 2013 us is we have reversed realities. What is happening? Oh my God.
Only a man named Dick Mandingo would invent something as awful as the McRib.
That's me, for sure.
That is you. You got it.
Okay, yes. All right, good.
There you go.
Good,
Back on track.
Good.
I couldn't find an article, so instead we're doing Mad Libs.
That's a Crendor.
Yep.
That's a Crendor. Also, we should bring that back, for sure.
Oh, we definitely need to. We got to bring back the Mad Libs. Hold on. Here we go. No, you would get that one. We're higher on the food chain than Satan.
What? What? Me, for sure. That sounds like something an idiot would say.
It was you in 2013.
Yeah. 2013 Jesse was a big idiot, apparently. Yeah? Okay.
Fine. God, why are we so smart?
That is also me.
That's a Crendor 2012. Why do I keep being like, God, we're so smart?
You were feeling yourself, my man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, back then I was like, yeah, I'm pretty cool. We're pretty smart. And then I was like, if I could go back and, like, beat my old self up in, like, an HBO, like, Jake Paul boxing match, I would.
That was a time, 2013 was a time where YouTubers, it felt like you were a celebrity. That's like when we were sent to parties on rooftops and stuff, and money was being thrown at us to do dumb stuff, and we were like, yeah, baby! And then that quickly ended. And we were all brought back down to earth, unless your name was like Jake Paul or PewDiePie, in which case you took all the money. The rest of us were getting money, and then you took it all.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, like, I've said it, like, I can't stand myself from back then. Like, I really would, like, beat myself up. It's weird.
Well, I think we've all grown, right?
That's true. I would I know some people that haven't grown. But I think I've grown. I would say especially over the last 5 years.
Why over what over the last 5 years has changed you?
That's when my health problems started.
Oh, well, there you go. Never mind.
Yeah, I think health problems started. I think that was just when my brain started to like finally be like, all right, we're done growing. Isn't that a thing? Your brain like stops growing at 25 when you're a guy.
Oh, I don't know. My brain stopped growing at like 19. My brain was like, this is it, baby. You're going to think about boobies, and that's pretty much it. Now go out into the world, my man. It's like, thanks, brain.
Let's see. The rational part of a teen's brain isn't fully developed and won't be until age 25 or so. But it still continues growing.
The rational part is the key.
Is not fully developed until people are well into their 30s and 40s. So actually, it keeps growing up till your 30s and 40s, and then, but it like, I think 25 is when it starts like, like, you know how like when you grow up, every year feels like you've changed like a crazy amount. You're like, dude, 3rd and 4th grade, that was crazy. Like 4th and 5th grade, like once you hit like 26 to 27, it's like whatever. You know?
I think that's also perception, though. It's time perception, right? Where it's like every year in your life when you're young is marked by transition. So trust me, I've been thinking about this for a while. It preoccupies me frequently. So when you're a child, from 1st to 2nd grade is a transition. From 2nd to 3rd, like new teachers, sometimes new classmates. You have your friends, but sometimes those friends change, and that is your life. You got the only safe space you has. Hopefully, oh boy, the only safe space you has. Hopefully, I know for many people this is not the case, but hopefully for most people, it's being able to go home, right? And so that's the only like normalcy you have. The rest of your life is things change at school. You're dealing with peer groups, and there's and every year is different until you're 18, and then you go off to college, and you have 4 years where you're kind of in control of what you do, but everything is different. Everything's in flux. And so it's like a wild, crazy time if you go to college. If you stay at home or you go to work, you start to have some sort of change in your life where things become more day-to-day normal, right? If you go to a job, you are doing the same job over and over and over and over again. And so at a certain point, after that, first 20 years of life very much increasingly becomes longer stretches of doing the same thing rather than things changing over the course of a year. So you can be, 10 years later still doing the same thing and be like, where'd the last 10 years go? Rather than when you were younger where it was like change. And now it's kind of like, all right, back on the grind. And I think that we mark time differently as we get older because we do less and less overall changes in our life. And that's my theory. Is it true? I don't know, but that's my theory.
Well, here's an article from 2 years ago. It says, it's not just you, why time speeds up as we get older. How clock measures time and how you perceive it are quite different. As we grow older, it can often feel like time goes by faster and faster. This speeding up of subjective time with age is well documented by psychologists, but there's no consensus on the cause. He hypothesizes over time the rate at which we process visual information slows down, and this is what makes time speed up as we grow older. As we age, he argues, the size and complexity of the network of neurons in our brain increases. Electrical signals must traverse greater distances, and thus signal processing takes more time. Moreover, aging causes our nerves to accumulate damage that provides resistance to the flow of electric signals, further slowing processing time. Focusing on visual perception, Behan posits that slower processing times result in us perceiving fewer frames per second. Essentially, more actual time passes between the perception of each new mental image. This is what leads to time passing more rapidly. When we are young, each second of actual time is packed with many more mental images. Like a slow-motion camera that captures 1,000 images per second, time appears to pass more slowly.
Huh. I mean,
shit,
I get it. I don't know that that's where I was going with my thoughts, but like, I mean, I get it. I understand. It's kind of like when you watch a movie and like the Flash or Quicksilver runs really fast and everyone's standing still, right? But that's, that's young kids. Young kids are running very fast, and we're all like, oh, catch up to you. Yeah, sure, I get it.
That is, yeah, I guess that is true. Really, it's just you get older, you get smarter, you get dumber at the same time.
What?
And
What?
Well, you get
You
smarter.
get older, you get smarter, you get dumber at the same time.
You get smarter because you're better at, like, just thinking and processing information, and you got experience and all that stuff behind you. But your brain's getting older, so it's slowing down and being like, hey, electrical signals are going slow, and you're like low FPS. But when you're a kid, you're dumb because you have no experiences, and you're just like, and then, but your brain's going super fast, so you're just like,
So what you're telling me, it's kind of like that movie where the guy takes a super pill, and and everything's like he registers things very quickly, but he's older, so he knows stuff. Because kids are idiots, so they don't know what to do with their superpowers. What you're telling me is children have superpowers, but they don't know how to activate them in smart ways. While when you're an adult, you don't have the superpower anymore, but you have the ability to activate it. I get it. It makes perfect sense.
I gotta keep just being like, so it's like that one movie. It's like your brain's just like, it's like a movie, right? And yeah, like the other movie.
I'm trying to make it relatable to the audience. I know what you're talking about, clearly. I'm not some idiot who has to rely on movies.
It's like you're just doing like, yeah, my friend doesn't understand this thing, so can you explain it like a kindergarten level?
Yeah. I'm doing it for the audience, not for me.
That was very nice of you.
Thank you. It's like that movie. That guy was really nice to those people in that town. Yeah. Also, hey, I made a post today.
All right.
I was like, hey, it's the 300th episode. Give us some of your favorite conversations, and we'll look back at them tonight. And we got a lot of replies. And I'm going to randomly go and like pick some of them. I'm just going to scroll up and put my mouse on some of them, and I'm closing my eyes. The first stop is the holiday log. Apparently everyone loves the Yule log.
Oh, yeah, the Yule log.
Mm-hmm. The Yule log is a classic. It's when we discovered that there are weird things that people do all over the world, and America doesn't have the monopoly on weird traditions. Yeah. And then, they yell shit log shit. That's my favorite part. Shit log shit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
And then they beat up a log, and the log poops out stuff, and then at the end it pees. Like any good holiday tradition. All right, scrolling up, and pretty much anytime Crendor mispronounces something, but that one that sticks out is acetaminophen. You mean acetaminophen?
Oh, yeah, the acetaminophen. I remember that. It was a good one.
Yeah, classic. That's a classic episode.
That's a classic.
The kids love a classic. All right, scrolling up, and the young adult novel or elves, whatever. I really like that one. Yeah. My favorite part is the way you remembered it. The young adult novel about elves or whatever. I really like that one. Yeah, elves or whatever. That really stuck with you, I see. Elves or whatever is some dumb thing you guys are talking about. Scrolling up, we end up at the Florida man story about the gold bars and aliens. You know what? I realize all of these are just Dan-Tan animations. Really, that man is single-handedly keeping the show alive.
That's true. Granted, maybe those are just very popular segments, and then he chose to animate them because of that.
I mean, that's true. But more likely, it's because Dan's very good at his job.
Well, that's true as well.
All right, scrolling up, eyes closed, and listening to you guys try to pronounce acetaminophen. Well, there we go. That's another one. Yep, the kids love it. All right, and scrolling. Your me undies constantly getting stolen. Oh, no.
Oh, that's
I
true.
forgot that had happened. Oh, no. Well, the good news is it doesn't happen anymore because they deliver it to my office. So take that. Take
Well,
that.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Me undies
Yeah.
thief.
I hope everyone who gets me undies through us does not have theirs stolen. I don't know what happened. Someone keep taking them. Keep talking my undies.
Keep looking them.
They keep talking. All right, scrolling up. Crendor going ham on League of Legends and his insults to waifus in the game. Again, Dantan.
Well, that's also just the stream. Like every stream I've done.
I mean, I guess, but this is specifically our show. All right, scrolling up.
That's true. Did I mention
From
the
Dr.
other,
John? Dr. John got one here. Easy. The goat head bit. The dolphin laughs until you nearly died from asphyxiation. Look, I was sick. That was when I had what probably was a form of COVID at this point. I was literally unable to breathe for a month, and Crendor was like, it's a goat head. I was dying.
I remember that because it was E3, and then we ate breakfast at one place, and you went into the bathroom for like 30 minutes, and I was like, is he dead?
I was literally over the sink coughing nonstop. I was coughing so hard I almost passed out.
So you were almost dead.
Yes, there were some nights where I coughed so hard that I like literally couldn't. It was bad. I was in a bad place. So yeah, no thanks. I don't ever want that again.
Well,
scrolling up.
Say the other insult that wasn't Denny's that I don't think I mentioned is that I called people Mountain Dew injectors. So it's one thing to like drink Mountain Dew, but if you're injecting Mountain Dew, especially Code Red, that's like another level.
Oh yeah, if you're a Mountain Dew Code Red injector, that's a problem.
Yeah.
The one where you started talking about Love Island for some reason. I don't think we ever did. Love Island.
Maybe they mean that one show that was on.
Are You the One?
Yeah, Are You the One?
I mean, I would always talk about that show. I feel like Love Island is definitely. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think that's what they mean.
Were you watching another podcast and then you just like associated? Oh, I'll take it. That's fine.
Just take it.
All right, scrolling up, eyes closed, and I want hot chocolate. You know what? Ding, I want hot chocolate too.
I don't even know why you said that.
I don't know, but it became a goof for a long time.
That's like on my stream.
I don't remember half
the
things we do.
That's like on my stream where I clap and then I do swag. I used to just say swag at the end because it was like a funny, like, hey, everyone says swag. I'm going to say it ironically. And now it's just what I say. And I'm like, I don't know why I still say this, but I have to.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
I mean, yeah, now I'm stuck with it. Even though I sometimes don't do that. I think I stopped for a while. It doesn't matter. A lot of people are mentioning Monkey Mondays. Everyone is upset by that.
Monkey Mondays, by that too.
It really affected society, I think. I don't think we realize how much it affected us. They ruined Monkey Mondays, Crendor.
They did. There used to be a great day every week, and it was destroyed.
Where you could bring your monkey to the restaurant, and you could sit there and eat with your monkey at the restaurant, and then they ruined it because some kid pissed off a monkey.
Oh my god, I forgot we did the liquid chlorophyll.
That was another goof we did. Yes, you're right.
I forgot all about that one.
We also did that because that is a problem we have.
Oh my god.
That lasted, I think, 2 episodes. It's pretty great.
Oh yeah, it was 2 episodes.
Okay, here we go. And scrolling up. The idea Crendor had a sloths riding capybaras into battle like a... What? The idea Crendor had of sloths riding capybaras into battle like a Mongolian horde with the ride of the Rohirrim playing in the background. Honestly, don't know if it's just me who made it up, but I remember something being about sloths. Now that is a fan.
Honestly, I don't even know if that's made up or not. That could have been something I said or made up.
I love that. Yeah, it was, this whole thing. I probably made it up. That's most of the people who listen to this podcast. I probably made up a conversation they had. Yes.
Oh my god. I'm scrolling through them too. I found one that said the first episode I listened to was episode 99, Flying with Imus. Jesse was talking about having an existential crisis on a flight home, and Crendor was talking about his new routine of watching Imus in the morning. Dude, there's the thing, is like I would watch Imus in the morning for maybe 2 minutes, and it was just because I wanted to see what he was gonna say, because he was just like, I'm doing, and I was like, oh shit, is this guy like alive? And then if he just started getting normal, being like, let's talk about the way the government, and I'd be like, I don't care anymore, and I'll just change it.
We were very different years ago. Things,
yeah.
When people are like, dude, you changed, I'm like, you're right. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Be like, no, not me. I've always been the same. That's a lie. I mean, definitely have changed.
It's like anything. Like, what happens if a character in a book stayed the same? You know, like people grow.
I mean, growth is a relative term.
I mean,
I wouldn't say I grew, but I certainly expanded.
I would say that's growing. Maybe you didn't grow.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did. So dumb. Well, we've certainly done a lot over the years, but one thing we haven't done is promote to you enough. Let me tell you a little about Honey. We all shop online. We all see that little promo field on checkout, and most of the time we don't enter anything there. But Honey, my friends, is here to make sure you can fill that with something when you check out, because that's how you get them deals online. If you're going to shop online anyway, you might as well do it in a way that saves you some money. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promos and applies those codes, the best one possible, to fit in your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. They range from tech sites to gaming products to popular fashion brands, even to food delivery. It's so simple. It works so easy. All you got to do is just like go to one of your favorite sites. In my case, usually I use it when I go to look up tech things that I need for the office. It always saves me a bunch of money. That is the best way to do it, because no one be using those codes, and they're just sitting there. You might as well use them. So imagine you're looking for your favorite thing online. When you go to checkout, Honey drops down like, do you want to apply these codes? And you click yes, apply coupons. Wait a few seconds. Honey will search for a coupon that will fit that site and your order, and bing, bang, boom. If it finds one, you'll watch the prices drop. That simple. So if you want to join the over 17 million members who have gotten over $2 billion in savings, go to joinhoney.com/Cox. It is easy. It installs in a few seconds. And if you get it, you'll be doing us a solid and supporting this podcast. And you won't be missing out on free savings anymore. I use it all the time. I recommend you use it. It is a great, great addition to your browser. Go to joinhoney.com/Cox. That's joinhoney.com/Cox. Also today we're brought to you by Calm. In a world of uncertainty, you can probably feel, stressed or anxious. And that can be overwhelming sometimes, but if you want some good news, you can navigate change, feel more relaxed, and quiet your mind with Calm. Consider this like a mental health checkpoint in your day, right? How are you feeling? Are you anxious? Have you been sleeping well? Are you lacking focus? It's okay to need help sometimes. And if you want an easy way to sort of like chill and relax and, maybe get calm, wink, Calm is the right app for you. Calm is the #1 mental wellness app, and it gives you tons of tools to improve the way you feel. Clear your head with daily guided meditations. Improve your focus with Calm's curated music tracks. Drift off into dreamland with imaginative sleep stories. Any way you want to go, Calm is there to help. And we're here to help you get calm at calm.com/Cox. That's CAL.com/Cox, and you'll get a limited time offer for 40% off a Calm premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming, and new content is added every week. If you like those daily meditations, let me tell you, I do them every day. That is a way to get your day started. I cannot stress it enough. It gives you a time, like 10 minutes to just breathe. And sometimes we forget to just take a moment and breathe. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds, sleep more, stress less, live better with Calm. Right now, go to calm.com/Cox for 40% off and unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/Cox. All right, Crendor, let's go to chapter number 7. Let's gather Crendor. How's the traffic out there?
Traffic out here is trafficy. There's a lot of cars. There's a lot of bars. There's a lot of people standing outside bars. There's a lot of, oh my god, I forgot to bring up that article about the garlic. Did you know that you can taste garlic with your feet?
Shouldn't you save that for the facts?
I guess I could save that for the facts. Thank you.
I mean, you should, but also, I really want to know what the hell you're talking about, because that sounded crazy. It sounded like you had a crazy moment. All right, let's go to weather.
Weather. All right, weather time here.
We got a weather request
All right.
this past week, and I can't remember what it was. We got a weather request, and I was like, dude, I got you. Hold on. I'm going to find this weather request.
While you're doing this, I'm going to mention the story about how last week I burned my tongue on some coffee. All right? And I was like, all right, whatever. And then the next night, I was brushing my teeth, and the area where I burned my tongue got really salty. And I was like, what the shit? And then ever since then, my tongue's felt kind of off, with a weird salty taste. And I asked my actual doctor, I asked Dr. John, they're just like, yeah, I don't know, it sounds like your taste buds got messed up when you burned it or something. And then someone in chat was like, oh yeah, I had that for a bit. So I don't know, taste buds are weird.
Great story. Great addition to the podcast. All right. Puerto Rico is the place that we were asked to cover. I don't know where in Puerto Rico, but I guess all of it?
All right, Puerto Rico. Let's click the first one.
Don't sound so excited. All right, Puerto Rico.
Well, I thought there was going to be somewhere in Puerto Rico,
I was not told that, no.
All right, we're going to Puerto Rico, Cueta, Colombia.
No, what? Colombia, no.
Why, that's the first one that popped up.
Colombia is not Puerto Rico.
It says, okay, there's Puerto Rico, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Meta, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Pando, Bolivia, Puerto Rico, Canary Islands, Spain, Puerto Rico.
I'm talking Puerto Rico. I'm talking Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
You think I know about geography?
Just type in San Juan.
All right, San Juan. Okay, there we go. San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Oh, my God.
All right, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 7% chance of rain. Today, it's going to feel like 90, 79% humidity, 30.06 inches of pressure, visibility 9 miles, wind 9 miles an hour out of the west, 6:02 a.m. sunrise, 6:58 p.m. sunset, dew point 75, UV index 0 of 10, and a waning crescent moon. Let's take a look at the 10-day. Since it's episode 300, I will activate Whoppy for the 10-day.
Uh-oh.
Whoppy activated. 87 degrees, partly cloudy. Monday, 24% chance precipitation. Tuesday, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Wednesday, 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Thursday, 89 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly sunny. Friday, 89 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly sunny. Saturday, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly sunny. Sunday, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy. Monday, 88 degrees, partly cloudy.
You okay over there?
I think he's good.
All right.
That's your Puerto Rico weather. Unless you got any
I've always
crazy
wanted to go
facts.
to Puerto Rico. I've always, one of these days I'll go.
You mean San Juan?
I mean, just the whole island, but I'll go to San Juan. Yeah, sure. I'll
Let's
do it.
see. And it does look pretty crazy. It's got a bunch of like colored buildings.
I
And
mean, yeah, it's
Google it.
beautiful. I would love to go. My favorite part, the thing I just learned is that it's actually the formal title is Municipio de la Ciudad Capital San Juan Bautista, or the municipality of capital city St. John the Baptist.
Wow,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
that is a lot.
It's a lot. My favorite part is when you look up their website to learn more. It says a lot about the Americans who travel there. Here's another great example. Internet and television. Television internet access is available. There you go. There you go. So just in case you were a little worried when you travel overseas, just in case. What time zone? It's in the Atlantic Eastern time zone.
Wait, it's in the Eastern time zone. I guess that does
Yeah,
make
dude.
sense.
What do you? This is why I'm shocked you don't know about Puerto Rico.
I mean, I still wouldn't be too shocked. I don't know about a lot of things. I know where a lot of states are. I know where Canada is. I know where Alaska is. I always know there's like that thing with Alaska where it's actually bigger than it is on the map or the globe
Right,
or whatever.
but Puerto Rico is a literal commonwealth of the United States. We've been talking about statehood with Puerto Rico for a long time, whether it should or shouldn't, whether the people there want it to be or don't want it to be. It's straight up like technically a part of the U.S.
Oh yeah,
Even though a lot of people don't treat it as such.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting.
There's something new every day.
You learn something new every day.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Welcome to the sports desk. Big sports news. We'll start out with basketball. The NBA draft happened. One of the big things from the NBA draft, Russell Westbrook, not Wilson. I was going to say Wilson. He's with the Seahawks. Westbrook traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, so now they have LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. That's going to be some wonky stuff over there. The Bulls might get Lonzo Ball. That'll be interesting. NBA free agency starting tomorrow or today, I guess, if this is uploaded. So that'll be fun. In baseball, the Cubs traded away literally everybody. So that was fun. And all the people they traded away all hit home runs in like their first at bats for their new team. So that's pretty neat. Great stuff. Great stuff. Good job, Cubs. Then in the Olympics, I've actually been watching the Olympics. I'll just turn it on and be like, what's going on in the Olympics? Diving was pretty crazy. I saw the British beat China in diving, and it like stopped China from winning like a sweep of all the medals in diving. Also, diving's crazy. I didn't realize how much goes into diving, or a lot of these sports. But then once
What do
you
you
watch
mean?
it,
What do you mean by that?
like the splash of the dive has to be very minimal. Otherwise, they're like, oh, bad splash. Like that gets taken into account. Just the synchronization of the two divers. If it's two divers, like there's a lot. There's like one girl that messed up her dive, so she didn't even dive in and just kind of flopped off. And then she like just like, oh Jesus, and like walked away.
Damn.
Yeah, like imagine it's like building up to that, and then that happens, and you're like, well. But there's like some dives I'm like, dude, that was really good, and then they're like, oh, terrible dive from that person. You just saw the thing, and I was like, oh, yeah, terrible dive.
I feel like that's everyone who watches a sport for the first time is like, wow, that was great. It's like, no, actually, that was very bad. That was terrible. Oh.
I was actually watching rugby. I was watching men and women's rugby. I never really watched rugby before, and I can see how it like branched into American football. But I think the crazy part about rugby is it's actually really fast. Like the game's over in like 15 minutes. I was like, wow, that was fast. Like, I didn't realize those matches were that quick.
Is that true? They're that quick?
Yeah, unless it's just an Olympic thing. Rugby match length. Oh, this says 80 minutes with two halves of 40 minutes.
I was about to say, like, I didn't know that was true.
But what? They're pretty short in the Olympic. Maybe it's an Olympic thing. Hold on, rugby match Olympics. Each team plays every match except for the finals divided into two halves of 7 minutes each for 14 minutes. Oh, so it's only the Olympics. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was like, I know it was only 7 minutes. So I don't know. I guess they're only 14 minutes in the Olympics, so you got to go all out. But it was honestly pretty fun watching that. And then, let's see, what else? I watched archery. Archery was fun. Although I think I watched archery last week and brought it up, but I kept watching it.
Did you see the high jump, I think it was?
I didn't see any jumps.
So today, in the Olympic high jumpers, this guy from Italy and this guy from Qatar, both, I guess, are coming off like they had what could have been a career-ending injury. They both are like, favorites. And what ended up happening is they both jumped and landed the same distance. And then I guess they had other attempts and they couldn't break that. And so at the end, the judges were like, okay, so you guys are going to have a jump off. And then one of them asked, do we have to? And they're like, not really. And they're like, okay. And they both shook and were like, we're going to share gold medal. And so they both shared the gold medal. And everyone was really happy for the two of them. And I think it's supposed to be Qatar's first gold. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I could be wrong on that. But it was a beautiful moment. And, of course, the Italian guy was losing his mind. As Italians is prone to do sometimes with emotions. And, it was great. The Qatari guy went back and, talked with everyone, and it was beautiful. But, the whole moment was really beautiful, and it was captured on film. But then, of course, the internet was like, is this what it's like now? We share medals? Is this what a new generation of babies? And I was like, are you kidding me? These guys literally had multiple attempts, and they were like, well, you can either do it, keep doing it, and keep trying to break your body, even though you guys came back from career-ending injuries, or you can just share gold and be like, we did a thing.
What are these babies?
No, I'm telling you, on the internet, people are like, yeah. All these comments are just like, ugh, I can't believe that. Meanwhile, the other people are like, that was beautiful. But then, I'm not gonna make any qualitative statements, but I think you can guess what kind of people were like, oh, these babies.
I would take a wild guess that it's the same people that watch American football, and they're like, "He threw that ball over his head. If I was back there, I would have threw it. I could have made that throw in my sleep." Yeah. Even though they're not taking into account, hey, I'm about to get hit by a 6'7", 300-pound guy. If I don't make this throw accurately, and I'm gonna get hit anyway. Oh, and now I got a shattered spleen and rib cage.
It reminds me of that old Bill Burr goof, a long time ago. We did that stand-up bit about people who harass professional athletes, and then that one fight that broke out in the basketball game where the athletes ran out in the stands and beat the crap out of and everyone was like, what a disgrace, terrible. And it's I don't know, they deserved it.
Yeah, I remember that. He also did a thing where he talked about how he hated sports radio. A lot of people at bars just regurgitate sports radio thing. They'll hear on the radio, this guy's got a clock in his head and he's got to count 1, 2, throw the ball, and he's just not doing it. And then they'll go tell everybody at the bar and everything he's got a clock in his head and he's just got to throw the ball at 1, 2 seconds.
The best part is that voice you just did is 100% the exact Bill Burr. I know that voice. I know I got a clock in his head. I know for a fact that's the voice he would use.
I listened to his podcast for a year straight. I haven't listened to a lot, but it was just him being like, why? It's with the boss, Boston. Fucking hey, dude.
Here's a quote. This drives me. I can't believe those two high jumpers shared gold. Whatever happened to competitive spirit? May as well hand the participation gold medal out from now on. That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this person, the Olympics gave two high jumpers a shared gold medal. Welcome to 2021 where the Olympics, everyone gets gold. Get over yourself. That is such an obtuse way to look at reality. These two guys, both of them came back from shit. Both of them were we struggled to get here. And at the end of the day, rather than risk one of them getting hurt for literally jumping, just jumping, they were like, you know what, we both deserve this shit. Screw it. We both deserve it. That's fine.
They need to have they need to have a normal person compete in everything. Just here's all the athletes, and here's Joe Smith from Kentucky. He'll be competing. It's they all just pass him, and he's just still running. Where's my bush light?
Yeah. The good news is most people are like, this is pretty beautiful. Although then there are people like this guy who's like, share gold medal, my arse. Should share silver, complete mockery of the sport. I need to click this guy's profile. The best part about this is his profile is like when you go to the beach or like the boardwalk or like a fair, there's a person who draws big head versions of people.
Oh yeah.
Right? This is that. Except he has a rugby outfit on. So like, yeah, he 100% is like a tough guy for sure. Yeah. For sure he's a tough guy. What a mockery. Get out of town.
The other thing I saw was Handball. Now, Handball was the one thing I didn't really understand, because to me it felt like I was watching a gym class. You know what I mean? Because like I don't think I've ever seen handball played outside of gym class. So it just
Are you talking about the thing where you hit the ball against the wall with your hand?
That's wall ball.
Oh,
handball. I didn't even.
You said it was such like that's wall ball, idiot. My bad.
That's
sorry.
Wall ball, dumbass. Sorry, I'm gonna tweet about you with my big head. This guy doesn't know what wall ball is. Handball is like you bounce the ball and you can like go forward and back without dribbling it, but sides you gotta dribble or something. You pass and then you just throw the ball at the net. It's like playing hockey or soccer, but with your hands. So you like throw the ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I turned it on, I was like, what is this? So I looked it up and they're like handball. And I was like, I don't think I've ever played. I think the one time I played handball was gym class. So it just gave me like gym class flashbacks. So it was like watching top tier athletes at a like something related to gym class. And I was like, this is so weird.
I swear, if you whatever you describe to me, I still think of just hitting a ball against the wall with your hand. I just like it's way more handball. That seems like handball wall. Perfect sense. To call that wall ball, that's insane. To me, that's insane. But all right, handball.
Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm all down for more handball. Like, it was pretty fun to watch, but I think the matches should be shorter though, because I was watching it for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh, do they play like 20 minutes or something? And they're like, all right, we're almost at halftime, which will be at like 30 minutes or so. And I was like, what? I was like, this would be great if it was like 20 minutes long. I'd be like, all right, this is great. But it went on a little too long for me.
I find that with a lot of sports sometimes, where you're just like, these guys should have left 45 minutes ago.
There's definitely some baseball sometimes. Like, and we're
not because
4
it's not
hours.
Like, not because it's not a skilled, it's not the game, right? I'm thinking of it in the entertainment aspect. And you're right, baseball is that thing for me. Where baseball, I'm like, look, this could all be wrapped up in 5 innings. Like, we don't... 9? We don't need 9.
Yeah, I can definitely...
The fact that we have to have a stretch after 7 says a lot. Like, this would be done in 5.
That's why they're actually struggling with that, because they're trying to reduce the game time, because like all the other major sports like basketball, hockey, and everything, they last like a little over 2 hours. Then NFL's usually like 3, and then baseball's like 4 hours today, and we're going over that to extra innings, and you're like, oh my god.
The reason why football is so long is because of all the commercial breaks.
Yeah, if it didn't have any commercials, it would probably be like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, if there wasn't commercials, it would be just as long as a high school football game.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't... but every time there's a turnover, every time that the ball changes hands, it's like, all right, and this brought to you by Carl's Jr. Like, all right.
Great, they like kick the ball off. You're like, here we go. And they're like, and here's a commercial. Then they come back like, all right, first play, and here's another commercial. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, football commercials suck. That's why I don't watch. I'll like record it and watch it later, but I don't watch football live. Like, I can't do it anymore. I'll just record through stuff because I can't. The amount of time and investment. That's why I can't watch baseball. The amount of time and investment that you have to put in to something that I'm like, I like it, but I'm not like in love with it. I'm like, I need to know more.
I'm very much in love with NFL football, so I do watch all day, and I watch through the ads, but usually I'll watch a Packer game through like all the ads and stuff, but if it's like another game, I'll usually be doing something else as I watch. But Packer game, I'm like locked in. And I'm just like, why is he calling this defense again? He lined it up, but he's putting him on him. Speaking of which, Aaron Rodgers is back. That'll be fun.
Yeah, speaking of which, there you go.
So I'm excited. This is essentially the last dance, is what they're saying. This is like Aaron Rodgers and the Packers' final run before we become mediocre again, so I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, that's sports. This is a long-ass sports.
Yeah. All right, Crendor, what is the fact that is probably about, what was it, toe garlic?
Toe garlic. All right.
What does this mean? What does that mean?
First up, let me just say that I forgot that the Winter Olympics are like 6 months away, so we could possibly have like super close Olympics, which is really weird.
I'm excited for, once again, I think we need to only cover curling. Ignore the rest of it, only cover curling.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I like the Winter Olympics a little more, I think. I think there's some, I don't know.
The Winter Olympics speaks to me on a level where it seems like I could probably do some of those sports.
You could be the normal guy they put in to compete.
Summer Olympics is way too physical. But Winter Olympics, you bundle up and you like fall down a hill and they're like, you did it.
Well, I wanted that'll be a quote years ago or years later. Be like, did I say that?
That seems like something you would say.
First up, I wanted to throw this fact in because it's short and kind of wacky. Tornadoes used to be called twirl blasts and twirlwinds in the 18th century.
I love twirlwinds. That's a great twirlwinds.
There's a twirlwind out there in the field.
Oh, and I guess twirlwind then became whirlwind, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, it makes sense. So, I mean, back then you're not like tornado. You'd be like, that's a twirlwind going around.
Exactly.
Twirl blaster.
Oh, I love that.
So that's one. Then we've got the garlic article. Where did it go? I lost it. Here it is. You can taste garlic with your feet.
What does that mean? I don't now you're literally going to make me go do this. You know that, right?
I mean, we got to try it. Garlic's alicin can go through the protective layers of your skin. If there are two types of people in this world, people who think there's no such thing as too much garlic and people who are wrong, no matter group you fall into, it's like fascinating science experiments. You'll want to try tasting garlic through your feet. In the latest installment of the Weird Foot Trick series, the American Chemical Society shows you both how and why this works. To try it out yourself, cut a piece of fresh garlic in half. Then, in a separate room that doesn't smell like garlic, take off your shoes and socks and place your feet into the plastic bag with the piece of garlic. After an hour, you'll be able to both taste and smell the garlic. Here's how. Your skin has oily, watery layers, which makes it good at protecting you from outside molecules. However, garlic contains a molecule called alicin, which has properties of both water and oil. Because of this, it can permeate the skin in your feet and travel through your blood all the way to your mouth and nose. You'll swear you can taste garlic, and the room has a strong garlicky odor.
All right, time out. So they want me to go in, they want me to cut garlic, then put garlic in a bag, go into a different room, put my foot in that garlic, probably like wrap it up in some way so the garlic can't seep out through my foot in the bag, and then sit there for an hour and then be like, well, you're probably going to start smelling garlic. Well, of course you are.
Well,
you got that now. What's even worse is now your foot is 100%. That foot is going to stank like garlic forever. And you might say you'll just wash it. Nope. That's not how that shit works. Your foot is going to stink.
Things where they're just like the garlic, the alicin travels through your blood all the way to your mouth and nose. Someone's going to be like, if you got blood disease, you need to put garlic in your feet.
I guarantee that's why. Look, I've dated a few people that are like, the best cure is put onions in your socks. And you're like, nope. No, I'm good. So I feel like that's probably the same thing. Like if you want to get rid of a cold, stick a cut up onion in your socks. Like it just reminds me that people until recently stank. Most people smelled so badly. And so I feel like when we complain about like, oh, we went to this convention and everyone there was stinky, I feel like that's just us complaining and it's a recent thing. Most people stank. Like, oh, I'm getting over this cold, so I rub my body down with garlic oil.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. So, I mean, if you want to try it, Do it and report back to us.
I can't try it. I can't complain about how 3 hours of a football game is too much time for me, and then just sit around with an hour of like garlic on my foot.
You act like you're not doing something. Like you'd literally do it at your desk.
Why would I come to the office, wrap my foot in garlic, and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm just going to be over here with my garlic foot"? I don't know how I would explain that to anyone.
For an experiment.
No, that's not an experiment I want to. Sometimes, Kren, this is like Jurassic Park. We're too busy wondering if we could to think about whether we should.
All right, fair enough. Either way, report back to us if you do it.
Yeah, if any of you Jurassic Park your foot, report back to us.
That's your random facts.
What other big news story?
Big news story of the day. Man in contraption washes up in Florida after trying to run on water.
All right. I have so many questions. I'm going to start with man in contraption. It's like a phrase I never thought I'm going to let you tell this story, but I want you to know I better learn what the contraption is, because man with contraption.
You want me to show you now or later?
I'll wait. All right.
A man who wanted to run on water from Florida to New York has washed up on the Floridian coast in a large hamster wheel-like contraption.
He didn't even make it out of Florida.
However, he ended up 30 miles south of his starting point in St. Augustine.
He went south.
Reza Bellucci told local media he was traveling 1,000 miles north from Florida's east coast. Mr. Bellucci encountered complications that brought him back to shore and was safe with no injuries. The U.S. Coast Guard then came to help him. The sheriff's office added to ensure the vessel and the occupant are USCG compliant for their safety moving forward. Images taken by the sheriff's office show a large human-sized cylindrical container with multiple floating devices attached to each side. Mr. Bellucci told local station Fox 35 News he was raising money for public services, including the Coast Guard. He added that he had tried to make journeys in the contraption, which he calls his bubble, before. In 2014, he had to be rescued from a similar contraption near St. Augustine, and then 2 years later, he again had to be rescued off the coast of Jupiter near Palm Beach. I will show people anything you want to do. Do it, he told Fox. Don't listen to anyone. Chase your dreams.
Unless your dream is really dumb. Unless your dream is like, oh my God, what is this? I thought it was literally a bubble. But
No,
it's
he made
not.
it.
It's like a metal cage, and then on the side are multiple what look like bouncing balls.
Yeah.
And then basically two water wheels on the side.
Yeah, it looks like those water wheels from steamboats.
Yeah, and then I guess it's him running like a hamster on an actual hamster wheel, and then it's supposed to. But the thing is he has no. I see no rudder.
Yeah.
So I think this is the problem. I know there's a name for it, but there's a thing where dumb people are so dumb they don't know how dumb they are, so they think they're smart. And there's a name for it. And this guy is
like
that.
me in 2013.
This guy is that. This guy is so dumb, he doesn't understand what he's doing is dumb. He thinks it's like, follow your dreams. You can achieve anything you want. And it seems like in his mind, he's like, oh, I'm going to run directionally north and I'll get there. But he's not accounting for wind, tide, currents. Like, there's a million things that can change. I'm surprised this dude, maybe the reason why he was saved by the Coast Guard, I'm surprised this dude hasn't been pulled out to sea.
Yeah.
You know? Like, sucked out into the Atlantic, gone forever.
Yeah, it is actually pretty impressive that he has not, like, sailed away into, like, some stranded place. He's like the survivor.
There's literally, you know when people swim the English Channel? They don't do it alone. There are boats that follow them. There are people that have maps and courses and charts, and they're like rescue. Like they have all these things there. This guy's like, follow your dreams, run on the water if you want. That is insane. This isn't a dream worth following.
Yeah, this is a little crazy. But
99% of the time, I would say follow your dreams. I would agree with this guy. But if your dream is to get in a giant metal mesh wheel and get on the ocean and not get caught with the need to call life, like, I can't even. This is insane. I'm blown away that this exists. I can't even with this. I'm so angry that this guy exists.
I mean, honestly, make it an Olympic sport. Let's go.
Do you know? I mean, that would work. Yes. Do you know what he looks like? Because in my mind, I have an image, and I kind of need to know what he looks like.
I don't see anything about what he looks like. Florida wheel man.
Florida wheelman is going to get you not what you think.
I don't see any pictures of it. Hold on. Oh, wait, here we go. There's a thing I can click. Riza Bellucci. All right, he's got a website.
He's got a website.
All
right, he's got a website.
Oh, wait, is this him? Oh, yeah, this is him. Age 44. He's a Bellucci. Oh, yeah, there he is. If you just Google Riza Bellucci.
I don't even know how to spell his name.
Here, Riza. Go to that and then go to Google Images. You'll see.
Riza Bellucci on it. Wow, he looks kind of like what I thought he would look like. Like he definitely has that. He has like the face of a guy who's like, I don't take no for an answer.
He does. He's got a little bit of mad scientist vibe to him.
Also, I love his. Oh my god! So his contraption, you can see. Here's the thing. I will. You know what? I'm gonna take back some of the things I said about him.
All right.
Because I thought he used the same wheel. You can see he's actually sciencing the shit out of this. Yeah. It's not correct science, but it's like you can see his first one was straight up a ball.
Yeah.
Like just a ball. And then he added like a cage to the ball. And then he added things on the side. And you can see like over time different sized orbs, like I guess orbs of air on the side. And then he got rid of the ball in the middle and just made a more solid cage. You know what? Oh, yeah. I'm actually kind of impressed. It's ridiculous, but it's kind of impressive.
He actually has a bunch of YouTube videos on him. If you want to learn about him, there's like a bunch of documentary things.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah.
Normally I'd be like, this guy is like cuckoo bananas, but here's the thing. He's mad scientist crazy.
Yeah. He's like an athletic mad scientist that's just trying to, fulfill his dream and help people.
Here's the thing. I'm all right with that. Before I was like, oh, this guy's just crazy. But now that I see photos of his progress over time, over years, I'm pretty impressed. Like that's a dedication to a craft, and he's trying to get better. And I will say this version is better than the previous ones.
Yeah.
It still isn't going to get you there. It's still not going to get you there. But it seems like it would be much easier to float and move.
Yeah, that is. Honestly, I like this guy.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this guy. I think it's crazy, but it's our kind of crazy.
Exactly.
It took a minute to come around. I had to see this man to like truly look into his eyes and be like, he's not an idiot. He's just our kind of crazy.
And that's honestly, that's the perfect story for this 300 episode.
It really is. 300 episodes. We're not idiots. We're just our kind of crazy.
Well, back in 2013, I was an idiot, but
I mean, I think we all were. All right. That's it for us. Thanks so much for listening or watching. However you enjoying this podcast, Crendor, hit him with the socials.
Socials. You can see all 300 episodes on youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. All up there on YouTube. Also, cut off the podcast part. Go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. All the animations are up there. Just uploaded the new one with the massage gun, so check that out. Also, we're on Spotify. We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. Most podcast places. You can listen over there. Also, watch us on our own stuff. We got twitch.tv/Jesse Cox, twitch.tv/Crendor, YouTube Jesse Cox, YouTube Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, YouTube Warhammer Crendor. If you like Warhammer, you just saw Jesse paint, saw me paint, go watch me paint even more. Also, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor's Taken, Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor. I guess it.
Okay. Thanks so much. We'll see y'all next time. And as always, I want some hot chocolate.